When discussions turn to the future of air combat, the spotlight often falls on the United States and its next-generation air dominance program. But across the Atlantic, the story is far from static. Europe is charting its own course, driven by two ambitious and distinct programs: the Future Combat Air System, or FCAS, and the Global Combat Air Program, often known as Tempest. These are not mere imitations of American ambition. They represent a fundamental revaluation of air power, tailored to Europe's unique strategic landscape, its political realities, and its operational constraints. To understand FCAS and Tempest is to understand that the path to the sixth generation is not a single highway, but a network of roads shaped by different needs and philosophies. European air forces operate in a world defined by constraints that are less pressing for their American counterparts. Their defense budgets, while significant, are finite and subject to intense political scrutiny. Their operations are almost invariably multinational, demanding a level of interoperability that goes beyond shared radio frequencies. They must function within some of the world's most crowded civilian airspace and operate in close proximity to potential flashpoints. This complex environment imposes a strict set of design principles. Any future combat aircraft system must be affordable enough for multiple nations to procure, seamlessly interoperable with a dozen different allies, and politically acceptable to diverse governments and electorates. This foundational reality of constrained resources and compulsory cooperation is the lens through which every decision about Europe's future fighter is made. It dictates not just the technology, but the very philosophy of air power. The Future Combat Air System, spearheaded by France, Germany, and Spain, is a direct product of this multinational imperative. At its core is a manned next-generation fighter, but this aircraft is only one piece of a much larger puzzle. The true heart of FCAS is its architecture, a highly centralized, network system of systems designed to connect the fighter with a host of unmanned remote carriers and other assets under a unified digital umbrella. This approach places a heavy emphasis on data sovereignty and meticulous top-down coordination. The goal is to create a seamless combat cloud where information is shared and tasks are allocated across national forces with maximum efficiency. FCAS is, in essence, a system designed by committee. Its greatest strength, the drive for consensus and integrated control, is also its most formidable challenge. Harmonizing the industrial, political, and doctrinal priorities of three powerful nations is a monumental task. The Global Combat Air Program, led by the United Kingdom, Italy, and Japan, pursues a different path. Where FCAS emphasizes centralized structure, the Tempest project prioritizes agility and modularity. Its philosophy is built on the principles of open systems architecture and rapid iterative development cycles. The program is willing to embrace a higher degree of risk to achieve technological breakthroughs faster. Tempest is not envisioned as a single finished product delivered in a decade's time. Instead, it is conceived as an evolving platform, one that can be continuously upgraded and reconfigured with new technologies and capabilities as they become available. For Tempest, flexibility is not just a feature, it is the strategic objective. The doctrine is one of adaptation, creating a system that can change as quickly as the threats it is designed to counter, like their American counterpart. Both European programs rely heavily on the concept of unmanned loyal wingman. Yet here, too, their priorities diverge from a doctrine of overwhelming global reach. The European focus is on cost efficiency and the ability to generate scalable force packages. These unmanned systems are seen as a way to augment and enhance existing legacy fleets like the Eurofighter Typhoon and Dassault, Rafale, extending their operational life and relevance. Europe does not seek air dominance over every corner of the globe. Its ambition is more pragmatic, to ensure its forces remain relevant, resilient, and effective within the framework of coalition warfare. The goal is not to project power independently, but to be an indispensable partner, capable of contributing decisive effects in a shared battle space. FCAS and Tempest are often framed as rivals in a race for technological supremacy. In reality, they are three distinct responses to the same fundamental strategic problem. All three programs have independently arrived at the same core conclusions: that the era of the single, exquisite combat platform is over, that information and integration are now more critical than raw kinematic performance, and that future air power must function as a networked system. The profound differences between these programs lie not in their ultimate destination, but in the paths they have chosen to reach it. Each path is a reflection of the unique industrial base, political culture, and strategic geography of the nations involved. They are a testament to the fact that, in military doctrine, context is everything. The sixth generation of air combat will not be defined by a single airframe or a revolutionary piece of hardware. It will be defined by a new way of thinking about the application of force, one that is networked, distributed, and adaptable. Europe's FCAS and Tempest programs are powerful evidence that there is no single universal solution to the challenges of modern warfare. There are only solutions shaped by doctrine, geography, and political reality. The future of air power will not belong to one nation's design or another's doctrine. It will belong to those who can adapt their systems, their industries, and most importantly, their thinking, faster than the challenges they face.